Want help to grow your business? Download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello and welcome to Empire Builders. Today we're talking about how to build a high-performance team of motivated service providers. And joining me on the show today is Chris Cochran of Rapid Health Group. It's basically a fast-growing company that provides personal training, recruitment, training and management solutions. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Now, you've got a fantastic business. Tell us a bit about your background. Obviously hidden in the suit, we can't see all those muscles and your 8-pack that you've got. so give us a bit about your background.
Okay, mate. In a previous life, I was a police officer. So when I was a young kid, got into the police force, and I was actually quite a skinny kid, 18-year-old, and I found myself now thrust onto the police world, often on the doorsteps of hardened criminals, and sometimes having to get them to come with me in my police car. And being skinny, being really not that confident in my strength, I hit the gym to get bigger and just feel better about myself. And that's pretty much how I got in the fitness industry. And after a couple of years of lifting and seeing the results that I got in the gym, that sort of motivated me to want to spread that, and that's what led me to get in the fitness industry.
It's amazing because in property I would talk about the why and why you want to get wealthy and the rest of it. And hearing a story like that, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for people is they've got to find their why and their reason to do something. Otherwise, they won't do it, will they?
Obviously. So I often say that the goal is like the body of the car, and the why is the engine that actually makes it run. Because obviously, if you've got a 10-kilo goal, you want to lose 10 kilos of weight. It's usually that's not the one that's going to help someone make the right decision in the moment where they're faced with temptation. It's usually I've got a wedding or that real why. So yeah, that's correct.
Wow, great story. So tell us a bit about the business that you created now.
All right, so Rapid Personal Training, or Rapid Health Group, what we do, we provide solutions to 24-hour gyms and fitness facilities. So really, I just started out as a one-on-one PT and saw an opportunity where this exploding market of 24-hour gyms with gym owners that either don't know much about the industry and really about how to recruit and manage fitness professionals, or they're just so overwhelmed because they've scaled so big that recruitment and training and management of fitness professionals is a huge job. And so we kind of take the hassle away from them in that sense. We give them revenue or rent, and in return they give us their gym exclusively, their database, and just use of the facility.
Okay. So what got you out of the police kind of to do the personal training, and then from the personal training, what made you think suddenly I'm going to be the best expert at building gyms for other people?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, often with a lot of entrepreneurs, it's sort of you fall into it, I guess. It wasn't like I sat down and identified my little gap in the market and went at it. I was a 23-year-old, 24-year-old kid who loved personal training, and then fell into the 24-hour gym market. And it was really just because I wanted to build my own team, and so I just had one. And then the interest that it generated from other gym owners at that time sort of said to me that, wow, there's a bit of a problem here, because I was getting people knocking on my door asking about Rapid, because we were obviously doing really well in the first facility that we worked in, and it just sort of grew from there, and just became really apparent that this is an actual issue, this is a problem in the industry where gym owners are tearing their hair out. They're having all the problems associated with hiring, managing contractors. They had the turnover, and it was just taking a lot of their managers were dealing with it a lot of their time, and it was costing a lot of money. So, it sort of just fell into it, to be honest.
And so who were your mentors in the early days that were kind of helping you along the path?
Yeah, I had a guy, Jason Abanowitz. So I was, I guess I would say I wasn't the most structured and disciplined young guy, and I used a guy from, it was an industry-specific business coach, but it was more about mindset and getting me out of my own way, and really helped me shape my mindset to be a real winner and see the positive side of things, and just to always sort of look for the most positive outcomes, and that's what he helped me with.
Okay, and so on the money side of things, how have you actually kind of funded the business so far?
Well, it's bootstrapped, so all self-funded. Partly because my business model allows that. I use contractors, so they get paid when I get paid, and I just think that's the best way for me to have learnt. Using my own money, and I think when you've got your own money in the line, it becomes real, and that's why I chose to self-fund. I think building a track record as an entrepreneur early on. Allows me now the experience that if I'd started another business, I might seek funding based upon my track record now as an entrepreneur.
And a lot of the businesses that you're helping, are they self-funding as well? So is that kind of helping you to be able to tell them to say, well, look, I didn't have any money and this is how effectively I've done it?
Yeah, it's a good one. Naomi Simpson, Red Balloon founder, she said to me once, your customers should fund your growth, and because there are times where you think, geez, I wish I had $1 million or even a couple of $100,000 just to throw at a wage or throw, at a problem in your business. And geez, it really helps. It really makes you knuckle down and you really immerse yourself in the problem. And, once you overcome things and problems and solve them yourself with your own money, I think you grow and you get stronger as an entrepreneur and as a business owner.
And so where you've seen these mentors, have you just gone out and paid them, or you've just approached them? Like how did you do it? And I guess how can other people find mentors?
Yeah, so I met Jason, my first mentor, at they were just running a seminar. So he was I guess pitching a plan or pitching a program. And I just jumped at it. It just made sense for me. But I always seek out mentors. Naomi, I just approach. She's a friend of a friend, and other mentors. It's a lot of these very successful entrepreneurs just love helping new starters, people new to the game. So
you don't necessarily need to have the money. It's trying to find people with a passion that want to help other people, and they're not in it for the money because they made the money.
100%. Yeah. So I think you'll find that people. Successful people want to help other people become successful. It's an abundance mindset.
Yeah. And I guess while we're on that, then you're part of the Entrepreneurs Organisation, which is a global company.
Yep.
Do you want to tell the viewers a bit about EO and why you joined EO as well?
Yeah, well, Naomi again was a recommended EO to me. I'm a footy guy. Like I used to play footy, AFL, and so many of the viewers might not know that, but it's an Australian football code. And I just love being around like-minded people who are all sort of share the same goal. And I think the community that you build around you can often shape your, where you end up in life. And, as a young guy, sporting team, that was exactly what I had. And I think I was just sort of, as an entrepreneur, it can be quite lonely at the top, as you might have experienced, Chris. And I was lacking a bit of that community, people who are like-minded, on the same journey as you. And I thought that sporting teams might not be the right place for me now. My body, I'm starting to get a bit older, mate. And
if you're feeling old, there's not much hope for the rest of us.
My body wasn't holding up, so I thought, let's give this a crack. And so it was basically my entrepreneurial sporting team that of motivated people. It's been amazing. Like it's been awesome. So you meet the contacts that I've met through Entrepreneurs Organisation, the learnings that I've achieved, even just conversations with another entrepreneur or referral to a certain service or product, it's been huge for the business. So I think every interaction that you have with another entrepreneur in that sense can really, make or break things for you.
And I guess with EO, people aren't telling you what to do, they're just sharing experience, aren't they?
That's what I love about it. So I guess the key, one of the fundamentals of EO is Gestalt, which is essentially, I don't give advice. You just share your experience. So this is what I did. This is how I tackled, or this is what happened to me. This is how I tackled it, and this is the result that I got. Take from that what you will. And I love that because I've never been one to be really open to receiving like advice. And now after being in that environment where people don't give advice, they just share experiences. Advice is like a swear word now, and I'll only cop it from my mum.
It's being told what to do, isn't it? Yeah, and that's the thing, is you get it from your parents.
You get it from your mum, and she can give me advice, and I say, yep, cool, thanks, mum, I appreciate the advice. But from anyone else, it seems a bit weird. It seems a bit weird to get that that straight out advice, because obviously people don't know 100% your situation.
Yeah.
So.
Now, obviously, you're running a successful business. You're part of EO. You're kind of down the gym as well. How do you manage time management?
Yeah, big thing for entrepreneurs. I was a bit of a mess at an early stage with my time management. And as you know, when you've got a job, or if you, like I was just a sole trader when I started my business, so I had clients to train. So really it was about finding time from other areas of your life to spend on building your business, educating yourself, like reading and doing all the things that are important or that are important to do, but they're very easy to put off. And I think that's why a lot of people fail, is because, or not fail, but don't see the success they want to see, is because they're not doing the things that are easy to put off, or that are important but easy to put off. And so time management for me is about working out exactly what I do in my life, prioritising, cutting a few things, whether it be some leisure time or some unimportant tasks, things that might fulfil me right there but aren't that important to my goals, and grabbing that time and then investing it in building systems, learning, and the other things that build a business.
Some great ideas. Now, join us after the break as we'll have a chat with Chris and get some even better in-depth ideas on how you can actually grow your business and how he does it for other companies. So join us after the break.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download Bryn, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit bryn.ai or search the App Store today.